Hello students, I am back with a new topic, that is the Kakatiya emergence of a regional kingdom. Children, you may have listened too many ballads and stories about the bravery and martial skill of Brahmanayudu, Balachandrudu and the 66 heroes. You might have enjoyed the popular story of Katamaraju, who fought with the kings of Nellore in defense of the right of animal headers. All these stories relate to the period from 1000 to 1350 AD. This was a very important period in our history. The rulers sought to establish small kingdoms over agricultural villages and to enable their header followers to settle down as agriculturalists. These ambitious warriors and kings fought against each other constantly. Amidst this situation, the Kakatiya kingdom arose in Warangal. How can we know the history of Kakatiyas? Literature and inscriptions are the two sources to know the history of Kakatiyas. This was the time when the first books in Telugu were written. According to the tradition, Srimad Andhra Mahabharatam, the first poetic work in Telugu, was composed by Kavitrayammu. The trinity of poets Nannaya, Tikkana and Erra Pregada between 1000 and 1400 AD. We have a large number of inscriptions which tell us about the activities of the kings, queens, chiefs, farmers and herders. According to inscriptions and literature, the Kakatiyas traced their lineage to certain Durjaya. Most of their inscriptions are in Telugu and they call themselves as Andhra Rajas. They also sought to bring together the three regions in which Telugu was spoken, the coastal regions, Telangana region and Rayalaseema region. In this manner, the Kakatiya kings tried to build a Telugu regional consciousness. The early members of the dynasty began their career as warriors and Samantas of Rashtrakuta and Chalukya kings who were ruling in Karnataka. They held the posts of village heads called Rattadi and through their military skills became army chiefs, Samantas, etc. and gradually gained control over Anamakonda in Telangana. Kakatiyas got their name because they worshipped the goddess called Kakati. During the period of Prahlad II, the Kakatiyas emerged as independent rulers after the fall of the Western Chalukyas. During Rudradeva's rule, the capital was shifted from Anamakonda to Orugallu. Nowadays, Orugallu is called as Warangal. Children, have you heard of a brave woman ruler by the name of Rudramadevi? She was a powerful and successful ruler who impressed one and all with her abilities. Rudramadevi ruled from Orugallu and belonged to the famous Kakatiya family. She ruled from 1262 AD to 1289 AD for nearly 27 years. In our country, there have been very few women rulers, but her nobles did not like to be ruled by a woman and had killed her. She faced opposition of many important chiefs. She succeeded in subduing them. A famous traveler from Italy called Marco Polo visited Rudramadevi's kingdom and said that she was fearless, dressed herself like a man and rode horse with ease. In fact, in inscription, Rudramadevi was known as Rudradeva Maharaja. Rudrama and her grandson Prataparudra faced many revolts and took several steps to control their chiefs. But Kayastha Ambadeva, one of her subordinates, revolted against her in the war that took place at Chendupatla in Nalgonda district. Rudramadevi lost her life. Administration during the period of Kakatiyas. Nayankara system. Rudramadevi and Prataparudra encouraged several skilled warriors. They gave them high positions and the title of Nayaka. They were given the authority over several villages from where they could collect taxes. These villages were called their Nayankara. They did not keep these villages permanently, as they could be transferred at the will of the king to a new place. They were also probably used to subdue the rebellious chiefs. This arrangement was called Nayankara system. Agriculture. The Kakatiyas brought large tracts of land under cultivation by building tanks and digging wells. Apart from the members of the royal family and other feudal families, the rich sections of the society, such as merchants and artisans, participated in expanding agriculture through the construction of tanks. Okay, thank you, children. I will continue in the next session.